So just looking into one stock that someone recommended I investigate. I just need to get the ticker. So Global Ship Lease. So NYSE GSL. Okay, so let's have a look. So stock has been drifting down from about $29 to $22. 22, yes, 7. They're down about 20% since the middle of last year. And yeah, there you go. That's probably why someone recommended it. It's trading at 2.5 times earnings, so it might be worth looking into that. Let's see what's been happening to earnings. Revenue 2019 was $260 million. 260, 2020, 280, then jumped to 400, then jumped to 600, then jumped to 666, then jumped to 700. So the revenues have been increasing every single year. Doesn't sound like a stock that should be trading at 2 times earnings. Gross profit, so 160 out of 260, so that's about 60% margin, and then about 500 out of 700 in the most recent year. Okay, that's about 70% margin, so it seems like gross margins have actually been expanding as well. Definitely doesn't sound like something that should be trading at 2 times earnings. So I mean, it's 260 to 600 and 123, so that's 3 years. So it grew rapidly, about 24% more, but then the growth rate has slowed, still 400 to 700. So maybe it's still growing at about 15%. Let's see. Net income. Again, so this is in US dollars. Income $39 a share to 320, so it's expanded massively. Its costs reduced. Operating income. Operating expenditure. So yeah, operating expenditure stayed relatively flat, so 54 to 109. So it's a business with what seems like massive operating leverage. Revenue has gone up almost threefold. Operating expenses has only doubled. Okay, so it looks interesting. Let's have a look. Okay, so NYSE GSL. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to download a bunch of the earnings call transcripts, and then I'm going to upload them to Google's Notebook LM tool. So let's download the last 6 earnings calls. That's 1. Yep, so that's 1, 2. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. Let's go to Google Notebook. Agree. Let's try Notebook. Okay, so yeah, I already started uploading a few things on Global Ship Lease, so let's add to this. So where do I, okay, so add source. So yeah, over here what you can see is Danaos Corporation, Global Ship Lease, Costamere, and AP Moller-Maersk. And so what I did over here was added the websites for these companies. And then now let me add the, so here you can see here I can upload some files. Go to my downloads. Okay, let's upload all these. Okay, so let's ask, let's say, what been the major events or milestones for Global Ship Lease over the past 2 years? Let's see if that works. Okay, drawing upon the provided sources, here are some of the major events and milestones for Global Ship Lease over the past 2 years, approximately from late 2022 to late 2024. Financial report: GSL experienced growth in earnings and cash flow in Q1 24, with adjusted EBITDA up to 125 million. What's the market cap again? Tear sheet. Market cap in USD is 800 million. So this is a small company. That basically means that most major investors aren't looking at this. What's the average daily volume? Average daily volume, not even $1 million a day. Yeah, so big players can't really look at this. That might be part of the reason why it's trading at such a cheap multiple. Prior investors, Killzone Company, I don't know who that is. Current pending is B. Riley Capital Management, Borealis Finance, Mass Capital Investment, Marathon Founders. Okay, so it's a Greek company. Maybe some people don't like that. Global Ship Lease, together with subsidiaries, engages in owning and chartering of container ships. Okay, so it owns ships that you put these containers on top of under fixed rate charters. It's a container ship. I don't know what fixed rate charters means, but it means it's the rent period is agreed in advance. Maybe, yeah. Container shipping companies worldwide. As of March 11, 2024, it's about a year ago, it owned 68 mid-sized smaller container ships, ranging from 2,000 to 11,000, 20-foot equivalent, with aggregate capacity of 375,000 20-foot equivalent units. So 68, and it can hold 300. So on average, it's 360,000. So on average, each one holds about 6,000. Yeah, 5,000, something like that. The company was founded in 2007, is based in Athens, Greece. Okay, so 68 ships, smaller container ships. How much would I guess they have in assets? Let's say if each container ship costs $1 million, then they would have 68 million in assets. If each container ship costs $10 million, they'd have 680 million in assets. Let's have a look at how many they've got in assets. Balance sheet. Assets. Gross property, plant and equipment. 2 billion. 2 billion in assets. So 10 million a ship would be 680 million. 20 million a ship would be 1.4 billion. So it's about 25 million. 0.4 billion. Yeah. So it's about 25 million a ship. And their assets have been growing. 25 million a ship. Okay. Let's pause there for a second.